Have you ever felt like the world was against you? Like every step forward was met with a storm pushing you back? What if I told you that the very storms designed to break you are the ones that can make you soar? This is the story of a man who didn't just face the storm, he learned to fly in it. This is the story of Michael Bloomberg. In the heart of Boston, born to a working-class family, a young Michael Bloomberg learned his first lessons not in a boardroom, but from the simple values of hard work and ambition instilled by his parents. His father, a bookkeeper at a local dairy, never earned more than $6,000 a year. Yet he taught his son a lesson worth billions, that with relentless effort, any dream was within reach. This wasn't a world of silver spoons. It was a world built on grit. He worked his way through Johns Hopkins University, parking cars and taking out loans to cover his tuition. The seeds of resilience were planted early. After graduating, he set his sights on the pinnacle of finance, Wall Street. He joined Salomon Brothers, a legendary investment bank, not as a high-flying partner, but at the very bottom in a windowless vault, counting securities by hand. It was grueling, unglamorous work. Many would have quit, seeing it as a dead end. But Michael saw it as an education. He wasn't just counting paper. He was learning the language of the market, the rhythm of money, the very heartbeat of global finance. He rose through the ranks with an unmatched work ethic, becoming a partner by the age of 30. He was at the top of his game, a Wall Street star. He had made it. But the storm was gathering. In 1981, after the firm was acquired, he was unceremoniously fired. At 39 years old, with a career he had built from scratch suddenly gone, he was cast out. This could have been the end. For many, a blow like that is a final chapter. But for Michael Bloomberg, it was the explosive beginning of a new one. He was given a $10 million severance package. Instead of retiring or playing it safe, he took the biggest gamble of his life. Have you ever seen an eagle in a storm? It doesn't hide. It doesn't run from the wind and the rain. It faces the gale, spreads its wings, and uses the turbulent currents to lift itself higher, soaring above the chaos. That day he was fired, Michael Bloomberg was that eagle. He saw not a devastating end, but a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The financial world was drowning in data, but it was slow, clunky, and inaccessible. Traders were making multi-million-dollar decisions based on outdated information. He had a vision: to bring transparency and speed to the financial markets, to put real-time data at the fingertips of every professional. With his severance money and a revolutionary idea, he founded a small company in a one-room office. The name? Innovative Market Systems. Most people thought he was crazy. The industry giants were too big, too powerful. Who was he to challenge them? But Bloomberg understood something they didn't. He wasn't just selling data. He was selling an advantage. He was selling clarity in the midst of chaos. He and a small team of loyal engineers worked day and night, fueled by coffee and an unshakable belief in their mission. They were building something from nothing, coding the future of finance line by line. The result was the Bloomberg Terminal, a machine that would forever change Wall Street. It wasn't just a screen with numbers. It was a window into the global economy. It was fast, it was reliable, and it was revolutionary. Their first big client, Merrill Lynch, took a chance on this small startup, ordering 20 terminals. It was the breakthrough they needed. From those first 20 machines, the Bloomberg empire began its meteoric rise. The terminal became the indispensable tool for anyone in finance, a status symbol, a gateway to the market's inner workings. The company, now renamed Bloomberg LP, grew exponentially, expanding into media, news, and beyond, becoming a global information powerhouse. Michael Bloomberg didn't just build a company. He created an industry. He democratized financial information, leveling the playing field and transforming how the world understands money. His net worth soared into the billions, making him one of the wealthiest people on the planet. But just as an eagle doesn't stay at one height, his ambition didn't stop with business. He had conquered the storm of Wall Street, and now he set his sights on a new sky. In 2001, in the wake of one of the darkest days in New York City's history, he decided to run for mayor. The city was wounded, grieving, and facing an uncertain future. It needed a leader with not just compassion, but a proven ability to rebuild. He poured his own fortune into the campaign, not for power, but for a sense of duty. He won, and for the next 12 years, he dedicated himself to public service. He governed with the same data-driven, results-oriented approach that built his company. He led the city's revival, championed public health initiatives, reformed the education system, and made New York safer and stronger. He proved that the principles of innovation and resilience could rebuild not just a company, but one of the greatest cities in the world. He was the mayor who took no salary, accepting a symbolic $1 a year. His focus was on service, on leaving the city better than he found it. But the true measure of a person's life is not what they accumulate, but what they give away. As his wealth grew, so did his commitment to philanthropy. He is one of the world's most generous givers, having donated billions of dollars to causes he's passionate about: public health, environmental protection, education, and the arts. He signed the Giving Pledge, committing to give away the majority of his wealth during his lifetime. His philosophy is simple. The greatest privilege of wealth is the ability to give it back, to invest in humanity, to tackle the world's biggest problems. From funding life-saving anti-smoking campaigns to leading the global fight against climate change, his impact extends far beyond the walls of Wall Street or City Hall. The story of Michael Bloomberg is not just a tale of wealth. It's a testament to the power of the human spirit. It teaches us that our beginnings do not define our endings. It shows us that failure is not a destination, but a redirection. It proves that the greatest storms in our lives often carry the seeds of our greatest triumphs. Look at the eagle once more. It faces the lightning and the thunder, not with fear, but with purpose. It knows that within the storm is the power to ascend. You too have that same strength within you. The challenges you face, the doubts that whisper in your ear, the setbacks that try to knock you down, they are not your cage. They are your current. They are the wind beneath your wings. You were not born to stay on the ground. You were not made to hide from the rain. You are here to rise, to push through, to find your strength in the struggle. The same force that you think is holding you back is the very force you can use to propel you forward. Believe in your vision, even when no one else does. Trust in your resilience, even when you feel broken. Know your worth, even when the world tells you you have none. No matter how dark the sky may seem, you were born to soar above it. Thank you for watching. If this story inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that empowers you to reach your highest potential. Remember to hit the notification bell so you never miss a video.